Hello everyone, today is June 30th, 2022, and we're here at the Houston Space Center, Houston, Texas. And you can see it's cloudy, but I think it's gonna clear up a little bit. And there's the replica of the space shuttle on top of a 747. Now, of course, it's smaller in scale. But that's it. So we already bought. Now, because of the pandemic and everything of what happened, you buy your tickets online using a time slot. Okay, you had to pick a time. I chose 10 a.m. I like getting in early before the crowds. Okay, so let's go in. My wife already went on her way, and we'll go to the front. Okay, so you scan yourself over here. Now, one thing they got me on was I have a handy pod for the camera. They said no sticks at all for the cameras, which means like they're trying to discourage GoPro and that type of thing. So anyway, this is the interior. Now, of course, they have displays sometimes that will change. They change the displays. So one time we came here, and over in this area here was Ripley's Believe It or Not. So this part of the area is called Independence Plaza. It's right by the entrance. We'll take a look. They have displays of people. Festive shirt, astronaut Dick Covey, Space Shuttle, 1988. So this is what he wore. They wore Hawaiian shirts in space. Space Shuttle program. Yeah, they have a lot of artifacts that they have for the space program here. If you look, they go according to the date, all the way going back to 1981. So 1981 on, they talk about the history of the space program. I remember the first time I was working in Queens, New York in an office building, and they brought around this was in the early 80s, they brought around the space shuttle on the back of the 747, and it flew right past our building. We were all amazed by it, because no one had ever seen something like that before. This is how they would mount the space shuttle to the rocket to be launched into space. Launch and entry suit. So they have one suit for launching and one launch and entry suit constant wear garment. So they have one that they constantly wear and one for launch and entry. Here's one of the modules of the space station and how it would look. I didn't expect it to be this spacious, you know.
Uncle Brian did that.
Well, maybe it was his dad. Or no, it was his down from there.
Sleep compartment. And here's the world's shortest astronaut right here.
No, not.
Oh, no? Oh.
Stop it.
Mission control console. Now this is old technology and we've advanced past that with touch screens and everything else. Apollo Command Module fuel cell. Alright, so here we are, Independence Plaza, presented by Boeing. Here they have the mission patches from the various missions. And this is 1998 to 2011. So they have all the mission patches. This complete set of 135 shuttle mission patches was flown on Atlantis during STS-135, the final flight of the Space Shuttle program. 1992 to 1998.
Where did they build them?
And 1981 to 1992. And here they have, I guess you can go up the tower here and go onto the aircraft. Original Boeing 747 installation.
It's one of the strangest sights in all of aviation. A 747 airliner piggybacking a 165,000-pound space shuttle.
And it had a workspace.
Placing the space shuttle orbiter on top of the 747, Boeing 747, to move it across the country, to get it from California back to Cape Canaveral for the next launch.
When John Kiker proposed his piggybacking idea to NASA officials, they were skeptical.
Learning to fly these. We've made some very bad landings and we've banged up the wing.
By refining the models and test after test, John Kiker and his team finally achieved success.
So we talked to our aerodynamics people and asked them what we should do. Meaning that we partially deploy the speed brake and body plan. This has made the model fly.
Well, he built radio-controlled models to prove that yes, it'll fly, and yes, we can actually use the Boeing 747 to separate the Space Shuttle Enterprise to do the approach and landing tests, the first gliding flights of the Space Shuttle, to prove that whole concept.
Successful flights with models led to tests using an actual
Now, he built radio-controlled models to prove that yes, it'll fly, and yes, we can actually use the Boeing 747 to separate the Space Shuttle Enterprise.
It's amazing how much work went into just testing out, piggybacking the space shuttle on a 747. And this is how they load the space shuttle onto the 747.
I'm good. Do your thing, bro. Okay. Stop moving! You moved it! Yeah! Now, Logan, your screen.
Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go on the space shuttle. All the lockers. Anyway, we're in the cargo hold of the space shuttle. And what they have the airlock over here. And this is to get into the cargo hold. They have controls where they can control the arm, and I don't see the arm, but they have an arm so they can manipulate the grab onto whatever they're bringing up into space to bring it out of the cargo hold. It's cool. Now this is the flight deck level right here.
I think that's it. I think it's time to go down.
He's shocked.
Yeah, because this is what it is on the space station too. But it's like big enough too. Yeah.
Otro problema.
Yeah, but it's like you can't get that one getting used. It doesn't have the strength.
So it says STS 41G.
The last question. That pilot's going to make, how someone's going to come in and shoot. The last question.
Here's the lunar rover.
Yeah, but boy, you don't see they look very different. Can you and Daddy?
Docking hatch. These are the Apollo missions.
When Neil Armstrong and the other astronauts finished collecting samples, this is where they went in.
Look how rough it is compared to now. Like SpaceX modules, they're totally modern. This is like ancient technology.
But this is the one where there's 3 of them, right?
Okay, floating in space. Gemini 5 spacecraft. Explorer 1. Now they also have an area for eating. That's what they have here. You can get sandwiches. They have cafeteria style food. They do have a tram ride that brings you to the outside facility. But today is raining. Now they have a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and that brings you to an app for the Space Center app, and you can reserve your space online. So you don't need the QR code. You could go to your either the Apple store or the Android store, get the app ahead of time, and that way when you arrive you can make your reservation to come in for the tram. Now they also have a gift shop here. It is with the children are really going like crazy inside there, and it makes me dizzy being around them. So I had to come out here. You can see how crowded this place gets. I'm gonna pan around so you can see how many people there are. I think it was even more crowded earlier, and there's still people coming in. This concludes the video. Please click like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and in order to better appreciate the Houston Space Center, it's best that you go in person and experience it. It's better in the fall or the spring. I've done it both, but in the summer it's a little bit crowded.